My name is Stephen Lighthouse James. On this video, I want to talk about basically uh, energy and how it works in regards to creation. You're going to like this. So, in truth, we have an amazing truth, y'all. It's a shame that we have been denied it so much in how we perceive ourselves. It's from an imperfect, sinful place, with imperfections, all through us, and so many people. Uh, have a negative view of themselves and not even of life, not to mention of God, and I have been there myself once upon a time. um, but I know now that was all a lie. And so I want to teach you how to recognize truth and how to recognize a lie, not to fool yourself, not to deny yourself. It's important that you know how you're denying yourself because many of us don't know that the things we ask for, we can be, do, or have anything we want to. And we don't know that how greatly we are loved and how life is very much working for us and not against us. There are many lies out there that we pass on, and it limits us from our truth. So a lot of us are living in a place of struggle when actually it's a place of thriving that we live in. So I'm going to show you, and I'm going to explain to you how it is so thriving, how you can catch the wave or the flow of that abundance, that flow of abundance, that thriving, and with momentum, because universal flow is always built because the universe is based on joy and more joy, but when you deny the joy, it becomes pain and more pain, or lack and more lack. So it's always a flow and there's always a momentum to it, but you have to be on the positive side to it. And that's when you just become blessing after blessing after blessing flows into your life once you learn and how to get into the flow or pretty much walk in your truth. So further ado, basically everything is energy. Everything is God or spirit or love energy. Unseen energy, stillness, consciousness. All there is. So there's just one energy, and it's positive in nature, pure positive in nature. And we are extensions of that pure positive truth nature. We exist. Not only that this consciousness, this love thing that loves on us 24/7 and offers us love 24/7, we are part of it. There's one life, that's existing and growing. Because basically life is love, pure positive energy. So what's it's basically doing on is loving on itself. There's one all there is, and when it created others, it can only. I mean, think about it. It was the only thing there is. So it was only could basically grab a reflection or make something else from itself. What else is going to draw from? So we are made in pure positive energy as well, made in the likeness of God, made in the likeness of spirit energy. So with that said, that's our truth. And with that said, everything is a reflection of God, or all there is. So that is also pure positive energy as well. There is no time. Time is an illusion because love um, pervades over time and space. I can love somebody who's passed away, many in another realm, or I can love somebody on the other side of the world. When I think of them, they still vibe me up, make me feel good, make me feel like in my truth, and remind me who I am. So, with that said, so basically, what we're doing is we're creating our own reality. You don't know this, but that's what you're doing. You're creating your own reality. People are just unconscious to it. What I mean by that is when you look to the bad, you now are creating the possibility of that bad thing coming into your reality because you're creating it. It's not a truth, but you have truth power. So by you looking at it, you're now giving something that's not true truth, and it's going to pull you in to this darkness, this low level vibration, because it's not true. It's not going to give you life. It's going to take your life in a sense. And that's how you can tell. When you feel good, you are now walking in truth. You're now walking in the light. You're now walking in positive energy. You're now using the positive energy that you are and that you have access to. So everything is connected that's good. Good is connected to good. The bad is connected to the bad. If you want good, then you stay away from the bad. You do not accept anything that brings resistance. Anything that doesn't feel good is not for you. Yet we take it in. We've been taught as a little kid, this is for you. You're not good enough. You're not worthy enough. God hates you. All of those are lies. But as a kid, you can't really defend yourself. You don't know, and you're looking at people you look up to, and so you think believing them. And what they do is they steal our innocence. And then you go to school, and it happens even more and more and more because now you're comparing yourself with others and taking away from the fact that we're all equal. Life, whether y'all know it or not, is just one life. Again, pure positive energy. So everything is neutral. When you look at it, you're looking at everything from a neutral standpoint. Now, if you call it standpoint, but it's all connected to you in the good and it's all connected to you the bad. So you choosing what experience you're going to have with everything you look at. If you define it good, then you're going to have a good experience. You find it bad, you're going to have a problem. You're going to bring resistance, denial to the pure positive energy that's available. So that's basically what's going on. Everything is love. All there is love. So when you ask for something, it's already done in love, in joy. And the way to pick it up is to walk in peace, which is walking in oneness. You know, and so what we do today is we look on the outside and say this is missing, and we put out in the universe say I'm lacking. When you speak it, and this is your reality, you get one reality. So in your reality, if something is missing, it's going to stay missing because that's what you believe it is. So with life, God being so perfect, it's going to reflect everything that you say is out there. What you believe is out there because it's your reality. So you can always change your reality by changing your belief, by changing what you prefer to see, what you see to what you prefer to see, and vibing on what you prefer to see. That means focusing on the good in where you're going and not the bad of where you at. And that's what we do a lot. We complain about where we're at instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to use this to now, vault myself to a higher ground. Because what I found out, when you know what you don't want, it gives you clarity to what you do want. You know, when you have a bad man, a bad partner, you want a good one. So now the universe is already giving you a good one, has now vibrationally become that good one. So now our job is to now let the love in, you know, and so we focus on that new one. And through that new one, that who now has all these characteristics that we prefer, we feel good when we think about the possibility of that person being in our lives. And as you're vibing up on something that you can't see, but you're having a relationship with it on the inside, you see, everything is creation starts on the inside out. So so the key to life is we now look at things from the outside and then we have an emotional response to it on the inside. Once we have an emotional response to the inside, it now creates the outside. So if it's a real negative view of life, and you can't really control life because life is always changing, so it'd be silly to do that. It'd also be silly to do that because life is only a reflection of what you feel about it. So life never really has no power say so. We have to say so. It's your reality. And your reality consists of you having 100% pure positive energy to speak into your reality. So never let a doubtful thought cross your mind. Never accept it. What you're trying to accept is love. So all you want to do is just take every good thought that comes your way, every good thought every good spoken word to you, you know, every compliment, you know, every possibility, joyful possibility come your way. Think about it. And the reason when I found about creation is it works on, again, love is pure positive energy and it's no resistance energy. So that's the key, is not to let any doubts or doubts even flutter. You have to be pure, positive. So you have to be non-resistance. So the fact of the matter is, all there is love. So it gets so simple in there. If you don't feel good, well, that thought don't make you feel good, it ain't loving, then it ain't true. Only thing really true is out there again is love. So the only thing you should be accepting is lovely thoughts and lovely beliefs and lovely actions. You know, and all you got to do is think about, say for instance, I want to feed the homeless. You just think about, imagine yourself feeding the homeless. You're going to vibe up on that view. The universe is going to say, well, he ain't tell me he has to do it now. He ain't tell me I have to give it to him now. So since there's non-resistance, I'm going to, and he's thinking about it a lot, I'm going to push that to the front and make that reality, that love affair he already has with this thing, and make it real so he can love on it some more, and so that's the key. We're creators and we're lovers. So you love on things with an open heart. You don't close the heart through doubt and word. And then what you're going to do first is imagine this thing that you want to love on. And once you do that, then again, you're giving it energy, you're giving it life. Like you look at something negative, you're giving it life. You look at something positive, you're giving it life. You keep looking at it, you're giving it more life. Feel me? So it's all important where you focus your energy to. And lastly, Again, I'm as close as it to like life is like a buffet. You see, so what you want to do is you want to focus on the things that you foods that you like. When you go to a buffet, you see the other foods, but you know you don't like them. Through life has shown you what you prefer. So that's what you put on your buffet plate. You put on all the foods that you prefer. You ignore the ones that you don't prefer. You don't stand there and go, oh, I don't like that salad. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like that. No, from what I've seen, people know clearly where they want to go and what they prefer. So that's what life is all about, is figuring out what you prefer. And it's going to change from time to time. But that's what you're supposed to be chasing, your highest excitement, what you prefer, things easy to love on, easy to remind you of who you are, and easy to remind you who God is, love. So as you're putting out love, love is coming back, and then things become very clear about who you are and the power of love. So that's the key to it, again, is don't judge other people and their selections on their buffet. Why does it matter? I've also noticed too, people when they put stuff on their plate, they go to their table and they are head first focused on that delightful food that they're about to tear up until they are stuffed in fulfillment and satisfaction. So that's what life is. It's like a buffet. You go to where you want to go, let everybody live, do what they do them, while you go to what you prefer and you eat on your plate, where nobody has no not limitation or nobody can bring resistance to what you prefer. So that's how life is. People are settling on things when life is all about expansion, joy expansion. So when you ask for something, it's already done. The universe, that's what it's doing. It's expanding. Each time you come up with a lovely thought, it now becomes a lovely thought, and it's expanding in love. One more thing for it to love on, as it loves on you and the things you love on. You know. So that's the key. It's all about love. And if you're not in love, so a lot of people pray to God, but they're not in the position of love. They're in a position of sadness and doubt and fear. So God don't hear you because you're in a different frequency. You're down low energy. God is high energy. So it's important that we understand this. Um, so if you're watching the news, be aware that you're looking at things that are bad and low energy. And by the time you finish watching news, you're going to be not only be overwhelmed with all these horrible events, but it's going to bring your energy down, and it may even cause you to inspire fear out of you. So now you're now going to think about something that's negative. And again, we're pure positive energy. Everything is pure positive energy. Everything is life. Life is perfect and good and well-being. Because if it wasn't, there would be no life going on right now, you see. So the trees are growing. The birds are flying each season. That's what I mean by well-being. I mean, well-being. We prosper when we eat. We prosper when we work out. Life is always prosperous. It's always more and more. Joy and more joy. That's all it is. Pure positive energy. Joy and more joy. That's all that's really out there. And sometimes through negativity, you become blind and you can't see. You see darkness where light should be at. You feel me? So we just know this: where you're ever in darkness and you're in doubt and worry and negativity, you don't have to be there. That's a choice you're choosing. And if you're choosing it, I mean, everything is about polar, so, as a polar. So good has bad, up has down. So that's what the universe is working on too. So if you're in negativity, you must know that there's a positive outcome there as well. So if you get off of that negativity and begin looking to the positive, okay? And I'm telling you, really, truthfully, all there is the positive. It's the positive. So I tell everybody, look to the good. I tell everybody right now, all there is right now, now, present moment, present moment, present moment, present moment. And in that present moment, all there is love. All there is a ball of energy handed to you and saying, what do you want to form it into? Where do you want to make it? See, life is not solid. Remember, everything is energy. So, so what you do with that energy, basically you turn through love. You make it thoughts into things. That's how you manifest things from the inside out. So I don't care what life is doing. I'm going to stay true to me because I understand I'm the one with the power. I'm the one doing the creating. I'm the one life is following my lead. We're leaders. We're not followers. We're the head. We're not the tail. So we are extensions of God. So really nothing can beat us if we're in our peace and our joy, in our truth. Walk in your truth. Stand in your truth. Nothing is more powerful than you and your truth. Your truth, we are God. Pure positive energy, if that makes you feel more comfortable. And God is so humble and loving, he's sharing that role with us. So, that's basically how that flows. My inner being loves me no matter what. supporting me no matter what, does not judge me no matter what. So I'm just free to make mistakes. I'm free to forgive myself, and I'm free to make new choices. I'm free to make higher, better, loving choices. So life is a process. Don't beat yourself up. Learn to forgive yourself, because again, it's about love. So you have to give you love. And if you're not loving on you, how you gonna love on the next person? Feel me? If you don't know what love is, how you gonna know when love is being given to you? How will you know? How will you be able to accept love? Love is a scary thing if you never had it. So it's important that you love yourself so you can accept the love. It's already done. It's already there. That's been beat out of you, forced out of you, lied to you. You know what I mean? And we all know this. We all know we've been done, as bad has been done to us. But we're lovers. So it's not no matter what they did. You got to be responsible for what you did. You're creating your reality. You're going to sleep with who you are at night. So you need to be in peace. So you need to get this off of you. Don't hold on to the past, because life is going on. It's going on and more. So while you holding and talking about less, more, you're also denying more. So don't get caught up in complaining, because that can become habitual, y'all. Let your ego take over, and all it wants to do is complain, complain, complain. And it will rob you of your peace as well. So remember, everything is pure positive energy. You're pure positive energy. That's the flow. Good becomes greater. Two and joy becomes one. And my last thing I want to share with you too. Again, there's only one. So if you are dealing with two resistance, then that lets you know that you are lying to yourself, because there's only one. So all of your, basically, all of your how you see the future should always be good, because there's only one. So you have to ask yourself, if there's only one, what is there to fear? If there's only one, who's saying no to me? If there's only one, what am I believing that's in front of me? Because I obviously must be in some type of illusion right now, or some type of mental. Can't think of the word, but again, there's only one. So if you're seeing two, correct that. Correct that. Okay. You can always change a new belief, change a new thought, change a new perception. Again, how you see life is how life is going to see you. How you prefer to see life is how life will see you. So a lot of people always looking at life right now and they're not liking it. But what you're doing is you're cursing yourself. Because as you see, not liking life, it's not going to like you. But if you tell yourself life is going to get better, and I can see a better life, and vibe on that better life, even you're in this particular now moment, remember, the noun is always the noun. So as you have a better perspective of life or the noun, you now feel better. And as you feel better, things get better, because everything is a reflection of how you feel. So the better you feel right now, the better it gets. How do you do that? Say all is well. Say I have everything I need. Say everything is coming my way. Money flows to me easily and oftenly. I love sharing joy. Things are always expanding. Things are always getting better. I'm always thinking of better and joyful ideas. I love it. And yeah, so you constantly stay in the joy. You're constantly vibing up on good ideas, fun ideas, past fun. So if you look to the past, don't look to the past and find some resentment. Look to the past and remember fond memories, something that you loved. So fill your heart, your spirit, your mind up with love, y'all, because that's who you really are. When you do, things will start making very clear about how great you really, really are, how awesome you really, really are, how strong you really, really are, how courageous you really are, how much of a leader you really, really are, how talented and gifted you really are. Oh, and how worthy you really, really are. It'll all become clear to you. Things don't become clear to us. We never walking in our truth. We're basically walking in a state of fear, a state of doubt, worry. And all that does is blind you. And you don't really get clarity until you're in your peace, until you're in your joy, until you one with the one with the good. And when you do, because you're one with the good, you now have access to infinite intelligence. And that's basically the gift that I've been given. So I see things kind of how God sees things. Yeah. So with that said, that was a good one. So I hope I inspired. I hope I gave you a better understanding of life. Again, we've been lied to hold us down, and I'm here to free the mind, the body, the spirit, because we're blessed. The love is already there, it's already done. All you got to do is just let it on in. And the way you let it in is being happy and joyful that it's already done. So as you are a joyful vibe, you now are now, with your heart open, are now allowing that heart thought to now become a heart reality. Where people are doing the extra stuff, and over time, they demand that it comes a certain time, or they just become negative about it. And as you judge perfection, and you experience that same judgment, basically. So when you say life is incapable of giving you this, or God can't provide you that, and you make God lacking, then you experience that lack that you judge God with. So, or you judge life with, because we're all one. Remember, we're all one. One life, one love, one heart, one mind. So that's how it flows. I'll share more, in other videos as well. But really wanted you to know how love plays a part, in our reality and in our truth, in our whole big scheme of things. So my name is Stephen Lighthouse James. Thanks for letting me share. Namaste.